Hello, gals, Chad here, and welcome to a new Welcome to a new subreddit on this channel. Now, as you may have known, that so far my channel has mainly been RPG horror stories. But if you look at RPG horror stories, now there's only two new subreddits. There's only two new posts, and I decided to just branch out and do r/EntitledParents because why the hell not? Now, I'm going to be doing five. I'm going to be doing 5 stories. Now, of course, I could do more, but hey, like, yeah, like it's either longer videos or shorter videos, and I prefer shorter videos, so therefore it's easy to render, and also, yeah. Anyway, let's get on with it. And as always, all the links will be in the description down below. Stupid bitch parks in the front of my driveway and gets instant karma. So there's a garage on the left-hand side of my house where I park my car, and a driveway in front of it so the car can get inside. It's exactly like any other garage, and it's part of my property. Yet some people feel like they're entitled enough to just park anywhere, including right in front of my fucking driveway. EM is untitled mother, me is me, EC is entitled child. Now, I'm gonna be trying something new, where I'll be changing my voice tone based on who's speaking, and so it's much more easier to say rather than it saying me, EC, etc., etc. Anyway, I'll still say EM, me, and EC, but hey, yeah. It starts off when I'm about to go to the convenience store to get snacks, and I notice that there's a car literally parked right smack in the middle of my driveway. There's no way my car can possibly get around, and I wasn't having any of it. So I yelled, "Who owns this? Who the fuck owns this car?" And started blasting my horn. It took a while for someone to finally react, and it just happened to be this entitled bitch who owned the car. Apparently she was a mum of 2 kids, and she kept reminding me of that when I was arguing with her. Ian,
What do you What are you doing making noise? My kids are trying to sleep.
me, I apologize, miss, but this some asshole decided to have a good idea to park right in front of my driveway. Ian,
Yeah, that's my car. The spot I normally park is in was taken by one of the neighbors, and that was the only place I could park.
now at first, I actually felt some sympathy for this woman. She had kids and everything, and she wasn't wrong about the car taking up her spots, because one of my other neighbors had a party celebrating their niece's coincidence. I don't know that word. uh, and the neighbor was parked with cars, and she didn't have a driveway of her own, so she had to park somewhere on the street. So I decided to calm down and ask her nicely to move her car, but instead of accepting my generosity, she decided to keep arguing with me. Yeah,
I'm not moving my car. It's late, and I have to make sure my children get to bed.
keep in mind it was at about 8:30 at this time. It wasn't late at all for her to move her car. Me, I can't get my car out of here when you're parked in the driveway. I'm asking you again to please move your car. EM,
What could you possibly be doing this late at night that requires you to drive somewhere?
me, I'm go I'm just heading to the convenience store to get. EM,
I don't care what you're getting. You can wait until tomorrow to get your shit.
she was really getting on my nerves. I got ready to raise my voice, but I had an idea. So I replied with, okay, and walk back inside my house. When I looked back, I saw she had that
Yeah, I totally showed him.
look on her face. I tried to get pissed off at that as I reached for the phone and called the police. I explained the situation, and a few minutes later, a tow truck arrives. The car was in fact illegally parked, so it was impounded. The next day, early in the morning, I got a knock on my door. Obviously, it's the bitch mother. Her kids were standing next to her. She immediately starts yelling at me as soon as I opened the door. Apparently, she was going to take her kids to the amusement park. And now that they don't have a car, there's practically no way of them to go. And as soon as she tells me that I immediately chuckle, which pisses her off even more. Meanwhile, her kids are crying. You see,
Mummy, I really want to go.
me being the insensitive asshole, I point at the kid and let out a huge "huh," which causes him to start screaming like a banshee. The mother starts yelling at me, saying how much of a monster I am. I just reply with "get cap, slut," and slam the door in her face. I may have been a little bit too harsh, but that family of idiots got what they deserved. So yeah, that was awesome. That was amazing. That was an amazing start of the story, and yeah, and wow. Oh wow. Okay. Anyway, so my opinion on the story is that yeah, they got what they deserved. Like I've seen this story through and through for in many subreddits and many Reddit videos that I've watched because the newest genre of the newest genre that I enjoy is Reddit, and this is kind of why I'm doing this right now. I could call myself a trender, but I don't really care. Like I enjoy making the content, and I enjoy reading things, and plus I want my confidence, and I also want my confidence in my voice to boost. So yeah, this is kind of why. In fact, this is why I'm actually doing YouTube in general, to just boost my confidence and to entertain people. But yeah. Anyway, next story.
Let my son have your arm.
Hey, so I found this subreddit on YouTube and just wanted to get this story out. This really does seem like one of those many fake ones, and I want to clarify, this is not fake. However, this did happen 2 years ago, so not everything may have been exact as possible. I have a prosthetic arm due to a car crash when I was 10. I was walking around the grocery store to get some things for my mum when I saw this kid look at me oddly and whisper something to his mother. That was that is completely normal for me because I have had that arm for 7 years. I went down another aisle to get some cereal for my sister when the mum comes walking in with the kid whimpering by her side. Here comes EM, in comes EM and EK. Me. Hello, can I help you? Entire mother.
Yes, my son was wondering if he could see your arm.
I just assumed he wanted to have a look at it, so I just showed him it, not detaching it from my arm, just assuming he wanted to look at it. Entire kid grabs my arm and pulls on it. By the way, the arm is strapped on tightly, so this hurts. Me pulls away from his hands. Instantly, the little kid starts crying. Entire mother.
He just wants to try it on.
This mother clearly doesn't know that you have to have no arm to put it on. I explain how I can't let him play with it because he could break it and it is a pain to get the one I have. Entire mother.
Let my son play with it. He's extremely careful.
I am getting extremely pissed off, and while I tell her he can't play with it for a third time, she tried to rip it off. I was using my actual hand to pry her grip off, and while this is happening, 3 people are watching. She continues to pull it until 2 of the fingers, pointed in middle, she, she, she just stands there for 10 seconds when 2 employees run in and check out the situation. When the employees ran in, she and her son bolted, holding the fingers. I then finish checking out and go to my mum. When we were talking in the car, we saw the mum and kid walking on the sidewalk. I tell my mum to stop the car and I run over to her, snatch her fingers from the kid's hands, and I quickly take out my phone and take a photo of the mother. She screams at me, calling me a piece of shit, spoiled brat, etc. We then went home and reattached the fingers. The moral of the story is to treat the handicapped limbs, wheelchairs, etc. with respect. They are not things but extensions of us to us handicapped. Wow. All right then. Let's just do a complete 180 because like again I've seen these stories on Reddit YouTubers and yeah, I can't believe I'm actually reading these. I can't believe I'm actually reading these out firsthand because yeah, like it just feels unbelievable. Anyway, like in my opinion, like you should never, like they said, wi- prosthetic limbs and wheelchairs are an extension to the person's well-being, and yeah, and it's just like completely ridiculous. Anyway, next story. Anyway, next story. Entire kid wanted the hoodie I was wearing. Entire mother expects me to give it to her because they're customers. So to start the story off, I work at my school's bookstore. We usually get apparel and merchandise every day, but now that school is winding down, we may get new stuff in every other day, which is fine for me as I'm in charge of apparel. On this particular day, I was wearing a popular hoodie in size small. By popular, I mean it had to be restocked every so often due to how quickly they sold out of the store. I got it. I got it days prior, and it was the last one on the rack in that size. I, I was told by my manager that a new shipment of smalls would be in by the weekend, so I kept the larger sizes on the rack, medium to 3XL, to fill in the gap for the smalls until they arrived. I'm at the front of the store at the cash register, straightening hangers. Enter entitled mother and her daughter entitled kid. They enter the store like nothing, and I allow them to peruse before I ask them do they need help. Of course they say no, so I left them alone and went back to my register. They go to the hoodies and start looking through the sizes. Entitled kid.
Are there any more of these hoodies in size small?
Me. No, ma'am. As of right now, we have no more smalls in store. No more smalls in store, but we're expecting a shipment in this week, so they will be restocked soon. Entitled kid rolls her eyes in response.
Whatever.
They continue to look around and grab items. After what felt like forever, they made it to the register for checkout. As I'm scanning and bagging their items, I ask them, did they find everything in the store they were looking for? Entitled kid.
No, because you lied and said there were no more smalls, and you clearly have a small on.
Me. I was able to buy the last small before they were all gone. We're accepting another shipment in soon, and if you'd like, you can order one from our website. Ask me off. Entire mother.
Give her yours.
Me. Huh? Entire mother.
My daughter said she needs a small, and you will give her that small.
Me. No, I won't. No, I'm not. We will have more by the weekend, and they can be ordered on our website. Entitled kid stomps her foot.
Give me that small.
The general manager, B, pokes her head out of the office to see what's going on. General manager.
Is there a problem?
Entitled mother.
Yes. Your employee won't give my daughter that small hoodie.
She points to the one I'm wearing. General Manager.
Ma'am, we don't have any of those hoodies in small, but we expect it.
EM cuts her off.
I'm talking about the one she's wearing.
General Manager looks at me with the most confused look ever.
Ma'am, she is not a mannequin. There's no way she can nor will I allow for her to give you the hoodie off her back. Please pay and leave.
EM.
But we're customers!
EK scoffs and rolls her eyes.
Just pay for what we can get and get the hell out of here.
Entire mother quickly pays with a card, and as I'm giving her the receipt, she snatches from her hands. Entire mother.
You'll be hearing from my lawyer.
They leave. When they left, I told my manager the whole story from when they walked in to before she intervened. She let me take an early lunch after that. Too long didn't read. Mum and daughter want hoodie that I'm wearing because I have on I have on the size her daughter wants. Manager comes to my defense. Mum friends with a lawyer and she leaves. We never heard from any lawyers. Edits. For everyone that's skeptical, I have no reason to lie. The mum and her daughter were black, as am I. The mum had natural hair color, mid-40s, and the daughter, she looked to be around 20 with had box braids. And yes, we never heard from any lawyers, but the president of my school did come to talk to my general manager about an email he received from a disgruntled customer. And for everyone who wants to see the hoodie, the school name and logo are on it, so I'm susceptible to post it. I found a similar looking hoodie on Fan's Edge, so people can get a gist of what the hoodie looked like. So yeah, I'm just going to, okay, I'm looking at the hoodie right now, and okay, those hoodies actually look very, very nice. Look very, very nice. And yeah. So that compiles of the third story. So just in general, like if someone's wearing something, it's theirs, regardless if you're a customer or if they're an employee. So what happens if you want a McDonald's T-shirt? Like, not asking questions why you want a McDonald's T-shirt, but like seriously, like if a worker is wearing a McDonald's T-shirt shirt, you say, I'm a paying customer, give me that now. Like it just seems ridiculous. So like of course that a McDonald's T-shirt is owned by the company, but in this scenario, the T-shirt was owned by the actual employee, and yeah. Anyway, let's go on with the fourth story. Mum hates me for cutting my hair. Tries to kill me. So I'm trans, right? And I started transition at 12. I'm 14 now. On with the story. My mum has always hated me for something.
Being too fat, losing too much weight, being too short, growing out of my clothes too fast, having bad grades, making her go to an honor roll dinner.
It's always something. But this really tipped the boat. I came out to everyone in a span of a week. I wanted to have a coming out birthday party, but wow, not allowed. So I started using my birthday money I had saved up, and I went shopping over winter break. December B-Day, birthday, hooray! And my mum didn't like that, but I would have told my family members she was taking my money again, so she just went with it. Now, fast forward to spring break, and I thought it would be cool to go back and have new hair. So I said, okay, it's time. It's time. I'm 13, a teenager now, so I can make this decision for myself. And gave myself a buzz cut. Laughing my ass off, it was good. As I have the right head for it, but my mum was not okay with it. She started screaming when she got home from work about how she'll never let me cut my beautiful breast off, and she'll make me have a baby to show me I'm a woman, which kind of makes which was kind of gross, but not for her. What the fuck? Okay, let me just. So I told her to calm down as it was just hair, and if my gender dysphoria suddenly goes away for forever overnight, that thou that it'll grow back. But she was not having it. She lunged at me inside, throttling my neck. I would have killed her with a electric razor I had in my hands if it weren't for my dad coming home and getting her off of me. He and her had divorced, but he came back to make me better, as my mum called him, thinking he'd beat some sense into me. I don't know. He took me to my Grammy's house, mum's mum, as she would be the only one who could protect me from my mother if she came for me again. Then he left and got the police, IG. My mum is currently not speaking to me and didn't come to my 14th birthday, which was a coming out party, by the way. I changed schools, but I still talk to all my friends. I'm living at my Grammy's, and my dad went back to Michigan. My Grammy is so supportive. She calls me my name and uses he and him, and she is excited to have a grandson and a granddaughter. Too long didn't read. I cut my hair and my mum doesn't like it and tries to choke me. My dad saves me and now I live with my grandmother, laughing my ass off. Like, wow. Like, I know a lot of transgender people, but I never knew anyone who would, like, their parents, who would literally try and kill them due to their haircuts. Like, I mean, sure, like with me, like, I used to have a massive buzz cut. I was forced to have a buzz cut because I used to play with my hair. I still do. You can't cheat me. And I used to, like, and that was during Christmas, and my entire family hated my mum for making me buzz cut. And and yeah, so at least I have some hair. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway, let's get on with the last story. K9 unit wrecks a entire mother at a fair with a twist. Got this story from my dad a few months ago. Just remembered it. So my dad works with my local sheriff's departments, and like most police forces, they have canine units, 7 German Shepherds, a Doberman, I think, and a Bloodhounds. This involves one of the canines in the newest one, which is named Rico, and a German Shepherd. Oh, cute. He also has a chunk of his tongue missing from his time in Germany, as most police dogs are brought up from Germany, around 10,000 per dog. For those wondering, it was a literal hole in his tongue. I'm not going to link a photo because I I don't have one. Cast Canine Dog Rico, Canine Officer Cop 1, regular cops Cop 2 and Cop 3, EM. I'm out of jokes. Best joke in the comments wins. Winner is Emmy Block. Amelia Blosky. Go Google him. Creator. Alright. I'm actually going to Google that. Okay. Oh, that's so clever. Anyway, EK, entitled kid, probably 6 or 7. So these officers, we were at our state's fair and bought Rico because he has been trained to smell bombs and drugs. They had a sign on him that said "Don't not pet" because this is on because this is on here. You know, EK tried to pet him. Also, this took place in the early morning of Saturday, right where the parking lot led off into the fair. Cop 1,
Whoa, 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 whoa.
hold him back. Entitled kid,
I want to pet the puppy.
keep in mind, this is a big dog. Cop 1,
Sorry, honey. He's a working dog and can't let me pet or he might bite you.
entitled kid,
Mummy, he won't let me pet the dog.
entitled mother,
How dare you deny my daughter the right to have fun?
Cop 1,
Ma'am, this dog is working right now and cannot be petted.
EM,
What's the point of that dog? What's the point of a dog that can't be petted?
notices hole in Rico's tongue.
Look at him! That is animal abuse!
Into Cop 1 and 3 because who have noticed the argument. Cop 2,
Please stop yelling, ma'am. You're disturbing the peace.
EM,
You have been abusing this dog and you won't let my kid pet it.
Cop 3,
That dog had the tongue in the hole in its tongue when we purchased it.
EM,
I demand that you give me the dog as repayment for the distress you have caused.
Cop 1,
This dog cost $10,000 and was put through extensive and costly training, and I am in no right to sell it as this is the property of blank custody officers.
EM, sicko mode activate. Yeah, after that, she went berserk. She hit Cop 2 and ran to her car. But here's where the justice boner kicks in. After she hit Cop 2, it took Cop 1 about 5 seconds to release Rico and gave him the command word for chase, which I don't know. Basically, Rico took her down halfway into her car. Now the justice boner isn't over yet. Once she was in custody and Rico got off of her, he immediately started barking like a madman. It turns out she had heroin in her car, and Rico smelled it. She was arrested for a fuckload of charges. I'm not even gonna list them. You can probably guess. She got in jail for 15 years or so, and the kid went with her dad's. Until Mum's main argument in court was that the sign on Rico's bat was too small and hard to see, but EM was 20/20 vision and is a neon vest, and it's a neon vest in big print. So, yeah. Now, like, either you're not educated, or you're just a idiot. You should always know that working dogs, whether it's guide dogs, um, therapy dogs, and police dogs, should not be petted when they're working. I mean, like, sure they should be. I mean, sure when they're not working and like they will appreciate pets and all that stuff. But seriously, dogs should not like. I don't say dogs should be petted, but they should be petted, but in the right circumstances. So, yeah, and yeah. Anyway, guys and gals, I hope you enjoyed. The first episode of r/EntitledParents. Now, this has been a complete blast, mostly because one, I have I have more stories to tell, and two, like it doesn't have a huge cluster of slang words to say, and yeah. Anyways, gals, hope you enjoyed this video. Now I'm really sure I'm gonna be doing the same technique what I did last time, where I'm gonna be doing gameplay, but I'm going to also be doing text as well. So yeah. Anyways, and girls, thank you for watching. Zhao is out.